Hi and welcome back, friends. Now in this tutorial we're going to continue the series of strings, and this is string part 3. We have already discussed strings up to part 2. Now this is part 3. So in this tutorial we are going to discuss only two topics. The first topic is, as you can see, string methods, and the second topic is string concatenation. That means we'll be focusing only on these two topics. So let's start the video and stay tuned with me. Before going on to the exact discussion or exact topic, let's understand first few new terminology that we have faced here. So the only terminology that we have faced is the methods and concatenation. So we'll discuss here methods first. So what is method? So as you can see here that it is written here that Python has some kind of inbuilt methods that you can use on strings. That means you have some kind of particular methods for a particular object, say string. Okay, so by this way you can say that methods in Python are very similar to functions. As we have written here, methods are functions but not exactly the functions. So methods in Python are very similar to functions except for two major differences. The first difference is that method is implicitly used for some kind of object for which it is called. So in this case, where the object is strings for me, so for strings we are calling some functions, combinations of functions, which is called methods. Okay, so methods consist of various functions that we can use to perform our task very better. Okay, so I hope you have understood of the methods. So now let's see some string methods that we have in the Python 3 programming language. So let's start our exact topic. So these are the five the functions that we have listed here are basically the very important string methods that we need to know. That means string methods has more than five functions also, but basically the main function that we need to know are these five only. So first is strip, second is lower, third is upper, fourth is replace, and fifth is split. So we're going to discuss them in detail. So here in this PPT we'll just see what is the task here, and we'll see the example in the say atom editor. Okay, so now let's start with the strip function. So what does strip function do? So first, strip function, what does it do is that it removes the white spaces from the beginning or from the end. So suppose you have a string, say hello world, and inside that string in the beginning you have given two spaces, and at the end you have given two spaces. Okay, now if you will pass that string from the strip function, then what it will do, it will return the same string hello world only, but in the compressed form in the sense is that it will remove all the white spaces in the beginning and at the end that you have given in your original string. Make sure that you note here that it will remove only the white spaces which are present in the beginning and in the not in the between of the two words. Okay, so now coming on to the next function, which is lower function. So what it does is that if you will pass a string, say hello world, in which say you have some uppercase letters, say capital H, capital E, capital L, and so on. So what it will do, if you'll pass that function with the lower function, then it will return the string in lowercase. That means all the uppercase letters will be changed into lowercase letter. Same but opposite work for the upper function. It will return the string in uppercase. Now coming on to the fourth part, which is replace part. As the name suggests, it will replace some kind of string to some kind of string. Okay, so it replaces a string or part of the string with another string. So say you have two strings and you want to change the string 1 from string 2, string 2 from string 1 either, you can change it though. Okay, so now last function is split function. So splits, as the name suggests, it is kind of splitting of the strings. That means if you will pass the string, then it will split the string into substrings, or either it may be substring maybe into a single character or group of characters. Okay, it depends on how you are splitting. So we'll see the example in the atom editor. So before going on to that, let's see that what is string concatenation. So concatenation means doing addition operation on two strings. That means adding two strings. Okay, so suppose you have two strings that you want to join the strings. That means you want to basically do the task str1 plus str2. That means you have two strings and you want to do the plus operation. That means you want to uh, join the two strings. Okay, so this is called the string concatenation. So let's see an example of this string concatenation. So to concatenate the strings, we use plus operator here. So say you have a string 1 as a as hello, and string b as world, and if you will do a plus b, then what it will give, it will give hello world. Okay, without any spaces in between hello and world. Okay, that means the output will be hello world. The output will not be some kind of like hello space world. Okay, make sure that you understand this point. So this is the basically string concatenation part. Now we'll move on to the say atom IDE to see the examples of the each methods and concatenation. So let's move on to the IDE. So welcome back to the atom editor. So here we are in the atom editor. So now I will write the command line. To get the command line, I will write a Python. So I have command line here. Now let's talk about first step function. So we'll see that how to apply the methods on to any object. So first declare that I have a string, say hello world here, with two spaces in the beginning, okay, and one spaces in between, and two spaces at the end also. Okay, now if you will print this string, what you will get, you will get hello world. Make sure that you see that we have two spaces at the beginning also, one space in between, and two spaces at the last also. Now if you will pass, and if you will use the method strip method, then what the output you will get. So let's see first that how to apply this strip. So to apply any method on any object, what you need to do, you need to just do a variable name dot operator and the method name. Here it is strip. Okay, so if you will do a dot strip, then let's see that what you will get. You will get hello world. So make sure that you see the differences in this hello world and in this hello world. Okay, in this hello world. Okay, in this hello world. In this hello world, what has been done, the two spaces has been removed from the beginning also and from the end also, but in between the spaces is same. That means there is no deletion of the spaces from in between the strings, only from the beginning and the end. So this was the strip method. Now let's see that what is the lower method. Now again, if I declare say hello world with say capital H and say hello space capital O and world. Okay, now if you will print this, let's say that what you will get, you will get the hello world with capital H and capital W. Now if you will apply the method onto this, which method? Lower method. Okay, then let's say that what you will get, you will get hello world in which H is in lowercase and W is also in lowercase. So this is how you apply. Now same is the condition for the uppercase. If you will do upper here, then what you will get, hello world with the all the letters in the uppercase. Okay, now let's discuss the replace method here. So what is replace? So suppose you're using the replace. Now I will type some kind of print a dot replace. Okay, in between this curly braces, what you need to pass, you need to pass the first the string which you want to replace. So suppose I want to replace the string capital H and E, comma, space. Again you need to give the string to which you want to put instead of HE. So I want to put instead of HE, I want to put say capital EE. Okay, now let's apply this. So you can see the output has been printed as EELLOWORLD. So this is the replace operator. Now let's finally see that what is split operator. So say you have a equals to once again let's declare as what, hello world. Okay, now if you will do split function, so what you need to do, you want to just do a dot split first. Okay, and after that you need to specify that on what basis are you going to separate those strings. So here I am saying that, oh look, if you see any white spaces or any spaces in between the two strings, then separate both the strings. That means I am going to split on the basis of space. So I will give space here. Okay, if you will do what you'll get, you will get a list data type. So this is inside the square bracket is known as list data type. So you will get two items. First is hello and the second is world. So on what basis we have splitted this space? I have told the split function that, oh look, if you will see some white spaces, then make sure that you divide that single string into two strings. Now let's see one more example. Say you declare it as hello and comma world. Okay, now if you want to split this by using by on the basis of comma operator, so what you need to do, you need to just put the comma in between the double quotes. Now if you do, you will get the same output, hello world. So in the first case, I have told the split function that, oh look, if you see any white spaces, then split. And in the second case, I have told the split function that, oh look, if you see any comma in between the two strings, then split those strings. Okay, so this is how the methods, string methods are used. Now let's see that what is string concatenation. Okay, so suppose I declare a variable as hello first and another variable as say world first. Okay, now if you want to perform a string concatenation, okay, and then you will get the following output. That means the string has been joined together. Okay, now if you want to bring space between the hello and world, what you need to do, you need to some kind of do stuff kind of this. You need to add a string space. Okay, and do b, you will get a space between them. That means space is also considered as string. So you are concatenating three strings actually. First string is a, second is space, and third is b. That's why you got space here. So this is basically the concept of the string concatenation. I hope you have understood these two topics completely. So that's it for this video. Please like the video, subscribe the channel, and please support the channel. This video, thank you and Jai Hind.